No, where was I? Autumn. It is autumn.
Every time I speak, I feel like there's a hair stuck on my lip, but there's not. It's just a phantom one. Maybe it's actual moustache hair. So jumping straight in with a very deep question. Becky Moore says, did you like Stranger Things 3? Yes, I did. I think it was the best season so far. Freckle Face Season says, how is the sewing going? That rhymes. It's not really going, to be honest. So I went to a sewing workshop where I made a tote bag, and then I made one of my own tote bags at home, which I was very proud of. I had all these massive plans and I've just not really done anything else. I'm terrible like that. I do that a lot. I will be like, right, I'm gonna master embroidery. Now I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna learn that. I'm impatient. I just want to be good at things straight away. And maybe also it's that my goals are too much, so I don't just do it to sit down and relax and as a fun hobby. In my head I'm like, I'm gonna be the best possible embroiderer that I can be, you know, and then I've never even completed one embroidery hoop that I've started. I'm bad with commitment to my hobbies. I really want to learn to make children's clothes because my nan used to do that for me, and she made me all these beautiful little dresses and things when I was a kid, and I just think that would be such a special thing to be able to do. And I like the idea of being able to upcycle things, so I go buy, you know, a set of curtains or a massive t-shirt or a dress or something that's unused on secondhand, and then I can turn it into some stuff. That's something I would like to do. Whether or not I will do it, who knows. Speaking of arts and things, CC Unicorn Farts, I remember your username from another video because it's very good. Are you going to do more art videos? They're so relaxing to watch. I'm really happy with that one watch me paint video that I did. Maybe I'll do another one, but I'm very limited in what I can draw well that doesn't take me like a million erasings and going in again and changing tiny little things. And when I'm on camera, there's like extra pressure and I can't just take as long as I want, and I've got to also think about the camera. The only things I can draw sort of first time that go well are plants and flowers, and I did that in my last video, so it would have to be another video of me drawing more plants and flowers, but maybe I could do that. I really enjoy chalkboard designing. That's a passion I found through my wedding, my mum's wedding. Maybe I could do a relaxing chalkboard drawing video. The sound of that might be quite satisfying as well. Shani Billowell says, do you consider yourself spiritual? Through practicing yoga, maybe you explore meditation. Sorry, my brain is running a bit slow today. I'm at 240p. This is something that's evolved a lot for me over the years, and I can't really give you a perfectly packaged answer because it's still something that I just think about, and I'm not in a rush to have an answer. I think as much as you might go looking for it, you can't beat just living life and letting it kind of come to you. The older I get, I definitely feel that. I'm out of breath, so through talking. One of the questions was about my fitness journey. Won't answer that one. When I was growing up, I felt like we were quite a spiritual family. We didn't have a particular religion. It wasn't like a massive thing, but there was always this undercurrent of like loved ones are never really gone. They're always there, and things happen for a reason. There's meaning and stuff. And then when I was a teenager, I really don't like myself as a teenager. I would not get on with teenage me at all anymore. At all. And it's so funny because even up to a few years ago, I watched an old video of mine the other day, and I was talking about tattoos, and I was like saying how I'm not going to regret getting my tattoos because I found myself now that I'm like 23 and I don't see myself changing that much. And I was like, wow, it's so naive. Like It's crazy what like different people you can be through different stages in your life. Anyway, teenage me, I just painted everything with a really broad brush. Thought I knew it all because I was like 16 and had Tumblr. And then didn't really think about it much, didn't purposely go on a spiritual journey or anything, but I'd say definitely the last like 5 years. I don't know how to describe it, it's just like life happens and puts certain things in front of you that you can't not look at. I don't feel the need to explain it. I feel it, but I know that's not the most satisfying answer, sorry. Existential Brooks says, when you think about the house you want to raise your children in, what kind of house do you imagine? Look, like what, I'm sorry, my brain. Like, what's your dream home look like? Kind of like my house right now, except tidier. But I like the feel that we've got in this house. I've got photographs of memories everywhere, in every nook and cranny. I've got like photo frames, crochet blankets and vintage wickery things, and it feels cozy and homey. I'm trying to keep it tidy, but I've just been terrible lately and it's been a right mess. A magical moment that I can't wait for is when I first show our kids the Harry Potter films. When I was a kid, sometimes me and my mum, if we were watching a film together, we'd like get the duvet downstairs and make up a little cuddly area and turn all the lights off. I can't wait to do that. And I can't wait to do that with the Harry Potter films and have like a Harry Potter themed little movie night. Just little things like that in general. My mum used to do so many little special things, like clue games, which I do for Alex sometimes now as well. So she would have bought me a little present or something, and when I would walk in the door from school, she'd give me a little bit of paper that would say your first clue is somewhere we make food or something like that. And then I'd go hunting around the kitchen, find the second clue, which would lead me to another clue, and eventually I find like a VHS she bought me or something. Little opportunities to make fun and magic like that. Christmases, I can't wait for Christmases with children. I can't wait to just see everything anew and see their joy in all these things that I've sort of grown old and become accustomed to. Overall, I just hope it's a cozy, fun, safe, loving home. Sparkly Clark says, do you have a favourite city in the UK, or more specifically in Scotland? I'm moving there in a year and would love to hear your opinion. I've been to Edinburgh, but I didn't spend really a lot of time doing anything or out and about. I went there for an event, went home the next day, but from what I saw of it, it was really beautiful. I don't like London. Sorry London, but I did live there for a while, so I think I have the right to say I don't like you. I don't like cities, really, at all. I like villages where there's not as many people and there's more dogs. Be Kind Coco says, favourite Marvel movie? There are too many for me to run through my brain right now, but I will put my answer on the screen when I've thought about it later. Evil Maggie, love that username, says, do you think it's better to start with smaller tattoos, or are you like go big or go home? Definitely not go big or go home. If you're just starting to get tattooed and you're still a bit unsure and you're like, well, I hope I don't regret it and I'm not, I'm just feeling a bit anxious, definitely start small. You don't need to be in a hurry to fill every gap and get all these massive pieces immediately. Remember as well that from when you start getting tattooed to then like 10 years down the line, your taste in tattoos might change a lot, just like your taste in clothes changes. I'd say take it slow, but if you are completely supremely confident about it, do what you want. Princess Ceci says, would you restock Little Doe Black Deer t-shirt? Maybe in a couple of bigger sizes. I would love to own one. I have been like stressing out about this for ages, so the Little Doe t-shirt's been sold out for a while. I didn't restock them because something was going to happen. Now that's not going to happen, and then I had a different plan, and now I'm not sure that's going to happen. It was basically things that would have helped me manage the workload and mean that I wasn't doing everything by hand. So now I'm coming up with like a new plan and I really wanted it to be restocked by Christmas. I don't know. The problem I have at the minute is I have about another 4 t-shirt designs that I want to run with, and 1, I don't have the money to stock all of that, and 2, I don't have the space. That's 1 t-shirt design in 2 different colours that I relaunched with, and I could barely fit any more in my house. Like, my house was full of boxes for ages. Every time people come round, they were like, oh, one less box. So then I was looking into like renting office space and all this, and it's just, I'm not a great business person, really, but I'll get there. I'll flounder about and figure it out, and we will have a restock at some point. I'm very sorry it's taken ages. Thank you everyone for answering your questions. For asking questions. Sorry, my brain is just not with it today. One thing I wanted to say before I go, actually. Do you remember in a video before the wedding I said this? My wedding dress is inspired by it. Ever since I was a little girl, always been inspired by one person. I'm not going to tell you who. You might already know though. And I'll tell you for sure when this is all over with and you've seen it. Lucy Lawless, Xena, obviously. But not just Lucy herself. I love Lucy's wedding dress. The dress was actually designed by a designer from Xena, but also loads of other dresses from Xena, like this one. That kind of off the shoulder, under bust style. I think it looks very elegant and goddessy and comfortable. Room for your belly if you eat a bunch of stuff. But on that amazing little factoid, I will say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye!
Turkey Q&A time? Q&A for Turkey? Yeah? What are your best nicknames that Mummy has given you? Turkey, Mabooby, Friar Tuck, Stinky Minky. Stinky Minky's one of my favourite ones. Ooh, purrs. Let's get some ASMR purrs, hold on.